Kip G weather overview, looking at the winter storm for tomorrow, and I think that this is going to be mainly an inland snow event. And much like we've seen over the course of the entire winter, the coast is not going to see much in the way of accumulating snow. And the further north you go, you will see more. And for areas north of I-84, this is going to be a major winter storm. This is going to be the storm that's going to be remembered in a winter where not much has happened in the northeast part of the United States. I think areas up the mid-Hudson Valley particularly are going to get absolutely clocked with this storm. And you can see the area where I think we're going to see a foot or more. Now, towards the coast, I think that we will change over to snow, but it's going to have a hard time accumulating. It's going to have to snow very, very hard for a period of about 4 to 6 hours. And I think the window for that to happen would be between 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. Tuesday through about 3 p.m. on Tuesday. So I think that's where you're liable to see some accumulating snow here, but I just don't think that the setup is that great for areas nearer to the coast. I think that a lot of the main roads will not see much in the way of accumulation here, with the temperatures being marginal. And I also think that I think the main problem is going to be visibility. If it snows hard enough while you're on the road, especially if it comes at the wrong time of day with people on the road, it could be problematic. But as far as like accumulation is concerned, that's sort of a secondary concern of mine, especially along the coast. Now, with respect to the warnings and advisories right now, you have winter storm warnings in the areas in pink, you have advisories in the areas in blue. And for the immediate tri-state area, you have coastal flood advisories, and there's even some wind advisories along the New Jersey shore with Monmouth County all the way down the Jersey shore. So with the Weather Prediction Center, I think that they've been really on the money as far as this overall tool is concerned, with the probability of at least 4 inches of snow. And when you look at this, you can see that the 50% line is well north and west of the immediate coast. You got to go up to Rockland and northern Orange and Westchester counties there, northern Westchester, to see the probability of more than 4 inches of snow be 50% or higher. And you can see where the real bullseye is over much of the state of New York, much of the state of Vermont and New Hampshire, and also portions of western Massachusetts and northern Connecticut. So that's basically where the battle lines are being drawn. The radar at this hour shows plenty of rain around. It's raining all over most of coastal New Jersey, spreading into Long Island and Connecticut. This is not going to turn over to snow tonight. It's going to be raining off and on through much of the night, and we will see the cold air eventually make inroads once this storm gets going along the northeast coast. And it is going to be a significant winter storm in terms of the areas that are going to be most affected. You're going to see areas north of I-84 really get hammered here. And as we look at the weather map going into Tuesday morning, you can see that the storm gets going off the northeast coast, off of Atlantic City, and it starts to push very heavy precipitation towards the coast. It should be raining pretty heavily here for most of the tri-state area tomorrow morning. And you'll see lots of ponding of water on the roads. And the further north you go up the Hudson Valley, that's where the rain eventually transitions over to snow, and it will be very, very significant accumulation north of I-84 and into those areas like northwest Connecticut and western Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire. And then as the storm pulls away, it's going to try to push in cold air, and that's where the transition can happen tomorrow morning into tomorrow afternoon. But it's too late to really give New York City and Long Island and coastal Connecticut anything in the way of very significant snow. I think that it may reduce the visibility at times if it comes down hard enough during the middle of the day. Now, after that storm goes by, we're setting ourselves up for a decent Wednesday, although it'll still be windy behind the departing storm, as that storm is very slow to move out. Thursday, our weather turns much calmer, the winds die down, and then for St. Patrick's Day, I think we'll be okay. There'll be a few showers at night, but probably after the parade goes by in the Big Apple. And then for Saturday, we may have some lingering rain for your Saturday before it clears up for Sunday. Sunday looks like the better of the 2 weekend days for now. So the chances for snow here in the winter of 2022-23 are dwindling, especially along the coast. For areas in central and northern New England, they're in for a very significant storm, but closer to the coast here, it looks like just a lot of rain and wind, with the chance at the end that we could see accumulating snow, albeit lower totals than what will be observed over central New York and into central New England.